Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day. And today is Wednesday the 21st, and today was a okayish day. A little bit, the weather wasn't great, but it wasn't horrible. So got this morning super early, got the puppy, all the fun that comes with that. Yay, puppy. Went ahead, got my stuff ready for my route, went and checked on my machines and stuff. Got kind of a little bit of a late start for what it could have been. I was dealing with the puppy stuff. My back, I slept like crap. I legitimately 100% slept like crap. It is what it is. So yeah, it was a bad night. My wife had made the remark that I'd kind of basically chased her off the bed kind of scenario, and I was like, well, okay, whatever. So in order to not cuddle with her, I don't know if she said it's too hot or what it is, whatever, blah blah, while I was freezing my butt off last few nights, she kind of complained that I was taking up too much of the bed. So I just stayed on my side, which sucks because that's not how I sleep. I usually sleep more spread out, and I sleep that way, but I slept because I have pretty good control of myself most of the time when I'm sleeping. So I was able to basically keep myself, I guess, right on the edge of my bed, which worked out fine. It just woke up sore from the whole thing. So, and then had to go run my route and the whole fun that comes with it, checking all my machines and all the fun there. So, got everything all packed up, got ready to go. Karen got off to work, played with the dog some, of course. Got him wore out a little bit, got him kind of played with and kind of ready to go is there too. From there, I got a Tesla service van coming. It's not something you see. I don't know if you guys can see it out the window or not. Does it go? You can see where it is? Yep. Tesla service van coming by. There's a country club type little housing complex thing out there. It's got some nicer houses, some nicer properties, and nicer cars, so might be out for that location. If not, there's definitely Pioneer Trail and Sugar Mill Lane back here at the road. Some nice, properties and stuff and whatnot. So kind of interesting. Not something. It's the first time I think I've seen a Tesla service vehicle out anywhere. So it kind of caught me off guard. But I got up to today. I got things packed up and stuff. Got them out of there. Headed out. I was able to skip going to Sam's today. I had enough supplies. I've been able to order it online and or just had leftover supplies. So it worked out pretty well there. Was able to go hit the route up. Got checked on everything. It is what it is. Nothing special, nothing dramatic, nothing sad. Just chugging along is what it is. So went ahead, in the process also found out I had a dog request and wanted me to do a house setting type thing. They didn't really care if I stayed at the house. They wanted me to come let the dog out like 2 or 3 times a day kind of deal while they're gone through like Sunday, so like Thursday through Sunday. And it's kind of last minute. And I said, well, I'm going to meet and do a meet and greet and stuff and kind of see where it was. I got their address. The app said it was 0.4 miles from my house. I'm like, well, that's not too bad. I can do it. Well, I looked, it's a 25-minute drive one way. And I'm like, oh, God, no. Like that turns into 50 minutes round trip with just driving plus another 30 minutes at least. I'm 80 minutes into this, not counting dealing with traffic and stuff. I'm now, 90 minutes into this thing, which is ridiculous. Like, I don't want to deal with that, like an hour and a half, just, 3 times a day. That's, 4, it's just ridiculous. 4.5 hours a day for this dog. And it's got to be early morning, it's got to be midday, and it's got to be late night. So it just kind of really screws up my, the rest of my fun. So it kind of really drags into that. So went ahead and said, talked to him, and was able to actually convince him. I said, I'm going to have to pass. I can't do that. It's 4.5 hours a day, and it doesn't pay shit really. It breaks down. It's like $4 an hour, not even type thing stuff. And it just also just wasted my whole day in the process too. So went ahead and was able to convince her to let me just pick the dog up Thursday and then bring the dog to my house, drop back off Sunday or Monday, by the time she gets back in for her flight, and go from there. So it all worked well. She said that'd be fine. So everything was good there. Also set up a appointment to go pick up a couple of vending machines for Thursday morning as well. So I bought 4 new ones, or 4 used, new to me. So I got that set up, was able to get that scheduled for 7 a.m. tomorrow. Got back from my route. Everything's going decent. Went ahead to get my trailer out because I have my trailer I use for kayaking and moving vending machines. Mostly that's all it's used for. It's used for many things, but that's what it's used for. Went ahead and drug that thing out of there. In order to get it out, I had to move my boat, and then I had to move it out. And I could have moved my camper and my other stuff to get the truck or car in there to get it. And I said to hell with it. And I went and bought a new winch for it also Wednesday, today, which I got put on. I was like, well, I got my winch. I'm going to put it on. I got to get the trailer out of here. So guess what? I'm like, hell, this will work. So I went ahead and basically hooked back the car into the yard, winched the trailer, used its own winch back towards the car as I steered it from the front of the tongue. Is a pain in the butt because the trailer is kind of tongue heavy at the way it's designed. I wish it was the axle a little bit further forward. It make life a lot easier, but it seems to tow pretty good and decent the whole process. If I was building it myself, I would have built it a little bit tongue lighter, made it a lot easier to move it around in the process. But went ahead, got that out of there and stuff, and I was winching it back. It's taking forever. So I called my neighbor, and I was like, hey man, it's gonna sound dumb, but can I back through your yard real quick in my car to grab my trailer and just pull it out through your yard and make my life all easier? He goes, yeah, absolutely, 100%. I said, I assumed that was the case, but I never want to be that dude who just drives to somebody's yard without asking. He said he appreciated the call and the ask, and we're good to go. So I went ahead and got it out of there. He thought he'd be home in like 20, 30 minutes, whatever, and if I needed a hand kind of thing. Luckily, I was able to get it out without a problem. It was covered in leaves and just grossness and stuff, so I thought I'd clean it all off, get it all done when he got here, so we bullshitted a little bit, had a good time. Got the trailer backed up into the house after I got it all cleaned off. They came pick the dog up. The puppy went home, went ahead and got the battery charger out and hooked it up because I've got a battery on there. It's a big house battery from back in my RV days that was still, I mean, it's probably 53%, 55% batteries, what the chargers that I had left, which is about all you want to run them down to. So it was about time to run down to get it charged back up. So I went ahead and put trickle charger on it because it's a super slow draw, super slow, charge, which works great for it. So back to the baby in there. Got the pallet, the dollies out, got them all set up. Checked the guy to make sure 100% he's going to be there in the morning. Said he was, so I'm like, okay, cool, we're all good there. Went ahead, didn't know what we wanted for dinner, could not figure out. I was like, I did not plan on taking this long, not plan on taking this long to take the trailer, everything else, and I kind of, a day got away from me. My wife was like, hey, she goes, her stuff. I gave her some options that we had in the freezer and stuff we could make easy enough, and she decided to go with chili and cheese baked potatoes. So we ended up doing baked potatoes in this microwave bag, some beanless chili, like you put on chili corn dogs, or chili dogs, and then basically some cheeses, some sour creams, a little bit of butter. Chopped it all up almost like a mashed potato mix instead of doing like carving it out of the baked potato. And man, it was good. It was surprisingly really good. I was a fan of it. I ended up my eyes were bigger in my stomach, so I ended up with too much potato in there. Decided to throw some of it away, because I don't know if it'd be any good to heat it up. I could have probably saved it and tried it tomorrow, but it wasn't that great. So I didn't think it'd heat real well again with all the the meats and stuff mixed in there. So, but yeah, I went ahead, got that done, watched a little bit of TV, chilled out a little bit. Just exhausted. I cannot stay awake. I worked my ass off today, so I have a little more reason to be exhausted. But I just worked my ass off, and I can't get my eyes open. So went ahead. I did end up heading outside, got myself a soda. Finally, I hadn't had a soda all day. Went and headed outside, had myself a cigar, enjoyed the gorgeous damn weather, absolutely beautiful weather like you couldn't imagine, and all the fun that comes with it. So yeah, finally wrapped it up, headed back inside, and set my alarm to get up super early again for Thursday. So anyway, that's all I got for right now, guys. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.